Hello all and welcome to Wayne's Allotment. It's Friday 19th of May and I just thought I'd do you a bit of an update because I've got some news as well. But before I go on about the news, I'll show you what I've been doing and how things are going on me with regards to my raised bed patch. Right, broad beans. Can't moan at all, doing very nicely. If you look down in here you'll see pods starting to come on one or two, so all in all doing quite nicely, thank you. And then peas along here. Now I've got some Kelvin Wonder in there, they're doing quite nice, and these are Oregon, which are a sugar snap, and again doing quite nice. I put some onions in the middle. Don't really know whether that's going to be a good thing, but they're only spring onions, so I thought, well, they shouldn't be too long before the peas are out and it give the onions a chance. This bed here, this is going to be for the pumpkins, and then this bed and this bed will both be, I'll stand back a bit so you can see things, those two will both be sweet corn. I was round here yesterday and I've sown some lettuce in amongst here. These I've in there, that all under the net in there is a variety called Warpath. They are supposedly very much like a Webb's Wonderful but a lot smaller, and then these here in this are Webb's Wonderful. There's an odd, I won't go into too much detail, but there's an odd strug in amongst them, but least said about that the better. In here, some Cylindra beetroot, and then because I ran out of labels I've had to use the packets, but there's 2 rows of carrots here. There's Autumn King and there's an F1 variety called Norfolk. I've never grown them before, so they're in there. While we're over here, I'll show you this. These onions, these are Bedfordshire Champions. I've grown these from seed. I tried growing from seed last year and didn't do very well. These, I put these in yesterday and they seem to be standing up to things quite well. There's some carrots at the end here. These are flyaway, just a small row of flyaway there. Under the netting is some cabbage. That's Clayton. I think it's Clayton. Let's just have a look. I'm sure of. Yeah, Clayton. Thought so. And they're doing okay. In this bed here then, 2 more rows of Kelvin Wonder, which are coming into flower and doing nicely. Over here, Shakespeare, overwintering onions, and they're leaping away. In fact, they're doing better than I thought they'd do actually. This bed, now I'm thinking of putting into this a couple of bags of the Miracle Grow root, veg and potato compost. Those of you that may have seen my video with regards to growing potatoes in buckets, you'll know I used some of that for some of my potatoes, and they're really doing well. And I'm thinking, because this is, as you can see, is still a bit heavy, a bit clayey, I'm thinking of mixing some of that in with it and then probably putting courgettes in. Over here we've got a row of cilantro beetroot, end row is flyaway carrot, and then in the middle some spring onion, which the name Guardsman. That's right. That just eluded me a little then. Right, I'll take you down the rhubarb, doing all nicely, as you can see, all going nice. Oh, Whiskey's come to have a look, see what's going on. Potatoes. Don't really need to say a lot. They're all doing well. This end row is King Edward's, and all the other rows are oh, I forgot the name of them now. They're not the Salpomera. Oh, the name eludes me now. Albert Bartlett Rooster. There we go. We got there in the end. They're all doing quite well. Going further along this patch, this bit here that is left barren at the moment, I'm looking at using that for leeks. I'm thinking of possibly doing about three rows along and then netting over them. I'm not too sure. We'll see how we go. And then asparagus. This is the deadly thing that we have, this mare's tail. Look at it. It gets everywhere. And it doesn't matter what you use to try and get rid of it, you've got to dig it out. But as you can see, asparagus doing really nicely, doing very well. And then we come to my new plot. This, as you can see, has been left barren. It's been handed to me this year. I was on here yesterday going over some of it with a strimmer to try to take down some of the weed, and then I went over it with some weed killer. I've got a shed, but the door doesn't open very wide at the moment due to the slab standing proud, so we'll work on that in time. My own little bit of decking. And I've got this side with it as well. At the moment in here are strawberries, and the plan will be to hand weed this, which I'm going to make a start on in a few minutes, because this had a lot of strawberries in it. As I say, I'm going to give up my other plot down at the bottom end, so that it will then give me from right the way up there all the way through down here, and at least everything's together. At the moment I'm really struggling to try to concentrate on both. Let me turn you around. I'm trying to that's better, keep the sun out of you. I'm struggling at the moment to try and work on the plots I've got up here and the one plot that is down the bottom. But I've just thought that if I could, once I knew this became available, I thought if I get this, I've got 3 plots. I can crop rotate well with regards potatoes and such like without too much aggravation, and everything's all fairly central. Once I'm working on one plot, it's just a few steps to the next plot. It's not sort of going several hundred yards down towards the other end of the patch. So with that, because I'm starting to waffle, I'm going to sign off. I've got courgettes and French beans, peas and such like to go in, which will be going in the hopefully the next few days, at least next week, and I'll let you know how things go. But in the meantime, I'll leave you to it. Thank you for subscribing, those that have subscribed. Thank you for watching. Give it the thumbs up, thumbs down, leave comments, ask questions, whatever. And until the next one, I'll leave you to it, and I'll see you again. Ta-ra a bit.